Hello and welcome to the OXM Report, brought to you by Official Xbox Magazine. This week we're talking to Activision's Doug Heder about the new Spider-Man game to find out whether it should be slinging its webs or just slinging its hook.
So this is the third Beenox Spider-Man game in 3 years.
Yes.
We had one last year. Oh, I forgot what it's called.
Spider-Man Edge of Time.
Edge of Time. That's why it's because it was kind of a ludicrous name. But this one's tying into a film that's coming out this year. Has it kind of been a bit of the same situation as you had with Cybertron guys on Transformers, of kind of having a bit of a B team working on this one in between, or has it been the main team working on this one?
So this has been our main team at Beenox. We did, after we released Shattered Dimensions back 2 years ago, we grew Beenox into a 2-team studio. And their B team went and built Edge of Time. They had a little bit less of a production timeline than we were used to, so the smaller team worked on that, while our main team really focused on the Amazing Spider-Man experience. We're really excited about everything that they learned from those previous games, and they're bringing on to the Amazing Spider-Man.
And we've got a full open world stuff as well now, again. Back in the city, finally.
We are back in the city. You can swing and go anywhere you want, explore all of Manhattan. There's a ton to do in that city of Manhattan. In addition, there's all these great, really engaging levels where the story takes place, where you progress from one end to another and, discover these new bosses and villains that you have to fight against and uncover this really engaging storyline that is actually an extension of the movie. It takes place after the events of the movie, so it's more spider goodness.
Okay, it's more spider goodness.
Yes.
Never heard that one before. But we're back in New York. It's a bit of a shame. Why is it always New York?
Well, it's a shame that it's. Oh wait, this is what.
Always New York. All the games are in New York.
No, we haven't been in New York in almost 4 years in a Spider-Man game, so we are very excited to be back in New York. This is Spider-Man's home. It's his hometown. Spider-Man wouldn't be Spider-Man without New York, and that's his home. And so, the movie takes place in New York, of course. We wanted to put Spider-Man back in his hometown and give players that experience again and be able to explore Spidey's, where he belongs, really, where he feels most at home.
And you've got this whole new system where you can kind of freeze time and quick look around and think, I'm going to zip over there. You want to talk to us a bit about that?
Yeah, so that system's called Web Rush, and that's the ability to, like you said, freeze time for a very short period, but you use that time. If you use it wisely, you can really learn to think and react the way Spider-Man would in any given situation. It's a contextual system, so where I am, depending on where I'm standing or who I'm close to or where I'm positioned in the room, the context or the choices that I have to select from are going to change every time. So, I may, in one situation, find myself be able to take on a group of, say 10 guards all at once, take on this whole group. But in other situations, I can use a more stealth approach to, quietly take out an enemy without alerting the others, if maybe there's somebody a little bit more dangerous that I've got to be careful about or choose my approach wisely.
Cool. And I know we're talking about spiders today, but I'm going to have to bring up the elephant in the room here. And we've got this kind of tight third-person camera. We've got indoor sections where you can get on the ceiling and do stealth kills. You've got combat where you can tap Y to do kind of reverse takedowns. It's pretty blatant here that you've been inspired quite heavily by a popular Cape Crusader.
What? Who are you talking about? I don't know.
There's this guy called Batman. He's another superhero.
Yeah. Hey, our job is to make the best game we can, and I would lie if I said we didn't take inspiration or draw inspiration from other successful games out there, and Batman being one of many that we've really looked at other studios that are doing some things right. We were big fans of that game. We're big fans of a lot of games, and what I think Batman did a great job of was showing just how far you could push a superhero title and superhero world game. That said, Spider-Man has powers. Batman doesn't. He really has the powers of a Spider-Man. And there's things you can do in the Amazing Spider-Man that you can't do in any other game. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to have to get on the phone. Batman's going to be, when he is, you're in trouble, man. I'd leave the country. You're in trouble. I mean, I know Batman. Well, thanks very much for your time.
You're welcome.
And good luck getting home. Thanks.